Happy Justice League Day, everyone.
Happy Justice League Day.
Happy Justice League to you, Jack.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Hi, I'm Nick Scarpino. This is Jack Patello. We're actually just going to give Jack the show from now on because it's been such a delight having him in the office today. I think I'm just going to take a break. He's going to do it. Cool. This is the Kind of Funny morning show for everyone new to it. We do the show each and every day here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, where we chat with you guys. We talk nerdy news you need to know. We talk, basically, it's just a fun little podcast. It's just a delightful little podcast. And normally we have one of our other people here, but they're not as good as Jack. And Jack's here today with us. So we were like, let's have Jack do the morning show. Yay!
Yay!
Kevin, you have to clap when I do that, or else I'm just clapping like an idiot.
Yay!
Thank you. Jack, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. It's a little rainy here in San Francisco.
Yeah, welcome to San Francisco.
Yeah, got in yesterday. It was pretty nice. It's really hot in Texas right now, which is still surprising. And so getting here is nice. I'll take the rain. We can
give it a day.
Yeah.
Because we've been having the stupidest weather possible. So tomorrow it might be like swelteringly hot.
Oh, great.
Who knows?
Okay. Well, I fly out tomorrow, so it's all good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
You go back to the heat. Now, we have a fun day planned for you, obviously, on the morning show today, which is going to be great. We're going to talk some of the chat. We're going to take some tips. We're going to talk some news. We're going to do all sorts of fun stuff. Then we're doing GOG with you, Game Over Greggy Show podcast with you at, I think, 2 o'clock today, Kev? 3 o'clock today?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock today. Cool. We're going to have to wrap that up pretty quickly because we have Justice League tonight.
Justice League.
After which, we will all be coming back here, probably starving because we're seeing it very early.
Yeah.
Unless you want to get popcorn with me. Are you a popcorn guy?
Yeah, popcorn, hot dog, nachos. Theater nachos are the greatest.
They are the greatest.
Well, they're right.
They run the gamut.
They're behind like ballpark like nachos. Those are the best. And then you've got theater nachos.
I feel like the reason why they're so good is because when they're good, they're great.
Oh yeah.
But when they're bad, oh doctor, isn't that just a mistake?
Which theater are we going to?
I don't know.
Daly City.
Daly City, Joey says.
Great milkshakes there.
Do they have great milkshakes?
Really?
Yeah.
At the theater?
Theater milkshakes.
So I'm excited about that. And then, of course, we're going to come back. We're going to do the reacts for that. So everyone out there who is clamoring to hear my opinion on Justice League, well, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it probably tomorrow morning or at midnight tonight, depending on whenever Kevin decides to post that. I'm cautiously optimistic for this film.
Yeah.
Where's your head at with this?
I think, okay, so Wonder Woman is fantastic.
Okay.
I loved Wonder Woman.
Did you see Thor Ragnarok?
I love Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, so we're on a tear right now.
So good.
Don't fuck it up, DC.
Okay. Well, I mean, Thor was not DC, so...
I'm saying we got Wonder Woman, we got Thor, and now it's like this is the trifecta. And then after this, if we get through this and this is good, guess what we have on the horizon?
Well, we've got Black Panther.
We have Black Panther, was great.
We've got Infinity War.
We have The Last Jedi as well.
Last
Coming
Jedi.
very, very soon.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, as far as nerd culture movies are concerned, we are hopping like a leapfrog on patties, and our feet aren't even hitting the water of the last few ones, right? So like, let's not take a dump here.
Yeah.
DC.
There's a lot of amazing stuff coming out, and like right now is a good time to be a nerd. You know, it's like
is.
We're seeing the coalescence of what, like 18 Marvel movies coming together in Infinity Wars, which has never been done before. We're seeing, Justice League, which is, I guess, 4 DC movies kind of coming together. It's like their first Avengers. DC's had a little trouble. They've had some stumbling blocks. Suicide Squad was horrible.
It wasn't great.
Batman vs. Superman was... Parts of it were interesting, parts of it were good. There were scenes that were like, yes! And there were scenes that were like, why?
You were just telling me that you went back and watched the extended version
Yeah,
of it?
Greg and I watched it last night. I was crashing at his house, and we started watching. We made it about halfway through, and I passed out, because it was like midnight, and I was like, oh, it's 2 a.m. for me. And so
You made it halfway through, and they were still like, they hadn't done anything really.
Yeah. We got to the...
you got to the lollipop scene, you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm good.
No, we made it to the, do you bleed? You will. It's just like, it's so... I don't know, Batman is so... Anyway, the Batman... it's funny, Bruce Wayne in Batman vs. Superman is fantastic. Like, the way Affleck handled Bruce Wayne was great.
I thought so.
But Batman was just like... I don't know, he's kind of a dick, And so...
I feel like that's kind of the point, though, with Batman. Isn't he kind of like a little bit of a dick? Like slamming people's heads? There were just so many things that were off about that. But my hope is that we can just let that go.
Yeah.
And go in tonight. My hope is that the movie is fun.
Yeah.
That's all I need from the DC movies at this point. It's like, don't bore me.
Yeah.
And there was one point with Man of Steel and one point with Batman v Superman where I was like, oh God, I have time to check my watch, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, how long have we been here for? I want the 2 hours to go by, and I had a great time. We had some giggles. Some things were cringeworthy, whatever. But just at least let's keep the pace
well,
going. And
there's so much stuff in Justice League that I'm looking forward to. Like, I'm looking forward to Ezra Miller, like Flash. Like, Flash looks like a fun character.
He seems cringeworthy to me.
See, to me, he kind of plays like the avatar for the audience, where it's like, oh, I'm in this world surrounded by all these superpower people.
Sure.
I'm also superpowered, but oh my god, that's Batman. Like, oh, you're Bruce Wayne. And it's like, oh wow, like that's weird. They all left like that, like all that kind of stuff. I dig that. He's sort of the like the Jacob, the Dan Fogler from Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, he's the audience.
He's
the
where he's like, I'm surrounded by all of this stuff. This is so cool, and I like that. I'm nervous that Jason Momoa looks kind of a little too bro-ish. Kind of like,
I mean, the character is a surfer bum.
Yeah.
Like, basically, which is very strange. Like, every time you hear him talk, he's like, my man. And things like that. You're like, all right. I mean, it's a cool interpretation of the character.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'd probably rather see that as opposed to, like, this princely person that's like the king of the fucking underworld.
Blonde hair, skinny guy.
Atlantis or whatever it's called. So I think that's cool. Underworld. The king of Hades. So yeah, I'm interested in that. And I gotta be honest though, I love Ben Affleck as Batman.
Really?
Yeah, I just want to see him as Batman, man. I don't
know if he wants to see himself as Batman.
He definitely does not.
That's the whole
I don't
problem.
think anyone wants to be a part of the next Batman movie. Like, like Matt Reeves took it over as director, and everyone's like, "Good, that's great." And even like, I mean, you're just hearing all these grumblings. Like, it must be just a terrible project to work on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because like we saw the stuff. Was it Deathstroke and like and the dude from the
guy from True Blood or whatever. The guy's playing Deathstroke.
Magic Mike or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like
Joe Montalbano.
It's like, okay, and then like, but I mean, I remember like the images came out. I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool, and just nothing. And now it's like that was like a year ago. It feels like.
Yeah.
And it's like I guess no one is psyched about it, which is weird. It's like
I think they're trying to desperately steer the ship in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of stuff that's been done from the old regime, and now that it's Jeff Johns, right? Is it Jeff Johns taken over? Yeah. Now that they've got kind of a figurehead going, I think they're trying to push it. They brought in Joss Whedon for this. Granted, they brought him in because Zack Snyder had to step away. But I feel like that's like okay, like they could have brought in other directors. They chose Joss Whedon for a very specific reason because he was the one that basically set up the Marvel universe. For them.
So. He definitely got Avengers going, and it's like Joss Whedon. One thing, give it, he's good at certain things, good, worse at others. But the one thing he's good at is multiple characters all coming together. Like, he's always been good at that. Like, every show he's done has always seemed like there's 30 characters, but they all feel like they have their place and they all work together. And Avengers did that perfectly. And so
we did. We read some early reviews of Justice League tonight, and a lot of people are saying it looks like a Snyder movie, feels like a Whedon movie. So,
okay, that could be good.
I know, that could be good, right? I'm not going to complain about that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in today. Of course, if you can't watch live with us, we put this show up on the internet every day on youtube.com/kindafunny. If you don't want to watch things and you're like, you know what, I'm always on the go. I'm either running someplace or driving someplace or lifting heavy machinery. Well, we also put this out on iTunes and SoundCloud as a podcast. Why you would not want to look at these two beautiful beards with your very own eyes? Beyond me. Maybe you don't like, maybe you like to just feel things. I don't know. But you can listen to us there as well. Of course, this episode of the Kinda Funny Morning Show for Thursday the 16th, I forgot to say the date, not that it matters, is brought to you by kindafunny.com/store. Kevin, what do we have up there? There it is. We've got this shirt, which has become my favorite shirt because it's like a heathered black, which is very, very soft.
Lovely shirt.
It's fantastic. The Kinda Funny Games Daily shirt is there. Look at that. Ba-ba-ba-da. Show him what he's won. Dun, dun. Look at, let's do a picture of Tim.
Oh, look at that model.
Look at him.
Handsome gentleman right there.
Tim sometimes looks like sun has never touched his skin. I just want you guys to know that.
So he's part vampire.
He is vampire.
Look at little baby boy Trevor there.
Look at Trevor. Is that Trevor or is that Alfredo? I can't tell.
I think it's either white Alfredo or ethnic Trevor.
Okay, is that? That's where we're at right now?
Yeah.
We also have the party mode mug, which is brand freaking new.
It's a silly pint.
Cool. It is a silly pint. I guess it's flexible?
Yeah, they bounce.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I guess if you, I don't know, technically speaking, some people were saying, it definitely wasn't me, but some people were saying you can lube it up and maybe have some fun with it at night when your wife goes to bed. I don't know. Was that me, Kevin? You were saying that, right?
No, that was
yesterday.
You. That was you. And Tim said if you
either way, go over and buy yourself one of those to drink out of, and or I'm not going to judge you. Whatever you want to do out of that. Other housekeeping news, of course, coming up on the show today. We're going to talk a little bit more about Infinity War, Fantastic Beasts, and Dune. We are doing Justice League tonight, like I said. Look for that reacts. Also, congratulations to our good friend and coworker Andrea Renee. She has been nominated for Trending Gamer of the Year for the Game Awards. We desperately want her to get it because she's awesome and she deserves it. So there's a new way to do it, Kev. I put this in there. This is via Jeff Keighley. Said, hey guys, if you're going to push people to go vote, these are the best two ways. On Google, you can type Trending Gamer Vote in the search bar, and that'll bring this up. Or you can go to www.thegameawards.com/awards/#trending-gamer.
You You get this.
What's that? Oh, you get that?
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh
work.
no, maybe I copied it in wrong.
You can't put hashtags in a URL, can you?
Yeah, I don't. That sounds wrong.
Why don't you try without the hashtag?
I think that's where I was. No,
No,
that doesn't work
that also breaks.
You know what, guys? Let's go this way. Type in trending gamer vote into the Google search bar and just do it. I feel like I'm telling my mom how to do something right now. Or actually, I feel like Greg's telling me how to do something right now because I don't know how to use anything.
That's all right.
But please find whatever way possible to go vote for Andrea. She is awesome. She's having a breakout year, doing breakout stuff. We're very happy to know her. And is she here today, Kevin?
No.
She terrifies me. I just want you guys to know that also because what she does is she creeps her head around and she goes, hurry up. And she's on the show after this.
Okay.
And then I always feel like maybe I'm going too long and that things that I'm saying really don't matter in life.
Well, that's true. I mean, that is true.
It's 100% true. Yeah. So basically she's just shedding light on the things that I already know about myself. What's up, Andy Cortez? What's up, everybody?
AC.
What I missed?
Not too much. We didn't get around to talking shit about Alfredo yet, but I'm sure we will at some point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me know when y'all do it. So I can...
How about right now? Do you want to do it now?
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Done.
You know, Alfredo swapped spots, right?
Yeah.
He came to Austin, you came here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one brown boy for another.
Yeah.
Hey,
too far.
What? Why is that too far? It's just facts.
I don't know. I have to say hey
Oh.
to cover my ass.
You feel?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's just, you know.
Whoa,
Hey.
Whoa, 100% true. Whoa.
I thought about you last night at night when my wife went to bed. And here's why.
You thought about me when your wife went.
My wife went to bed.
Okay.
And I thought, what movie am I going to watch tonight?
Oh, I thought it was like, oh, she's in bed. Finally, I can.
That was the implication, and thank you for ruining the joke. I started watching Executive Decision, starring Kurt Russell and Steven Seagal. The second you see Steven Seagal, I think to myself, you want to Kamahara? Kamahara.
And then
Andy does the best Steven Seagal
I'm gonna
possible.
cut your fucking heart out. And he goes, oh, and then he steals his shotgun, right? And then and the guy only has a knife, and Steven Seagal goes, oh yeah, mine's bigger than yours, huh? And it's so cheesy. And then he's like, you want to Kamahara? And then of course, like the dude attacks him and punches him. Fucking punches right here and breaks.
Nice.
Like, just bone.
He snaps his fucking arm.
Steven
That's
Seagal,
hard to kill.
Hard to kill.
You're talking about Hard to Kill. I'm talking about the Steven Seagal classic Executive Decision, where when I was a kid.
He's on it for like 3 minutes, right?
I was so excited about this movie when I was a kid because I was a
Yeah.
huge Steven Seagal fan. Jack, as you know, I had hair that was like Steven Seagal. I grew it out in a ponytail, put it back there. I used to do Kempo because we didn't have a keto in my hometown. I would have been Steven Seagal if I could have.
Karate?
I used to also do
Shadow
karate. I did
boxing
karate
too,
back in the day, and then I did Kempo Kung Fu. It doesn't matter. Long story short, I watched this movie, and like the first act, he just gets out the fucking plane.
He's gone.
And I was like, oh wait, this is a Kurt Russell movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, you got Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
she gets her fucking throat snapped in. It was terrible.
Nope.
In Scream?
No, she gets
Drew
stabbed.
Barrymore, she
Yeah,
gets
you
gutted.
think-
No,
Shot
don't you
it.
remember? She gets like, she's on the phone, she's like, Mom, he goes, and he like snaps her throat so she can't scream, and then he stabs the shit out of her.
And you think that
It's
she's gonna be
terrifying.
the star of it,
Yeah.
right? She's eating the
She gets stuck on the
popcorn.
garage door opener.
No, that's Rose McGowan.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the garage door opener raises or whatever.
Which, by the way,
Like,
would have just stopped.
What sort of technology did they like?
Awesome garage door technology.
How incredible was that fucking engine or whatever?
You
like,
guys,
how
garage
many-
doors back then, like that's actually why they changed.
What are the hydraulics? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Was there like
You're
a,
very
yeah,
young, but
yeah.
Jack and I were born in the 80s, right? Yes, and I remember distinctly.
right?
There is a,
No, I was born in 91.
well, you might have been 70s, baby. There is a time when garage doors were just killing everyone.
Yeah.
You could not get away from not getting
No,
thrown
I had a garage door kill one of my cats. Like,
Really?
it shut on my cat and literally broke its back.
Oh,
yeah,
my
it was
God.
terrible.
Sorry, I was joking,
Yeah.
but
no, it
didn't
was
mean to
seriously, that was
bring
the
up
thing.
this
There were
past
no
traumatic.
laser technology did not exist back then. So,
No.
yeah.
Hey, Greg.
Hey,
You excited for tonight?
dog?
can't wait, dude.
What are you wearing?
Super-
There it is!
Ah.
Superboy!
Hope never dies.
Hope.
Hope never dies. Oof. And now,
What's with
now I'm
the
Batman.
S?
I go whoop, and then I take him up into the sky.
40% on Rotten Tomatoes? Huh?
Ooh.
No, it's hidden. It's
Still
hidden.
better than Daddy's
It's
Home
hidden.
2?
No, they just
Nah, it's hidden.
they just showed it.
Oh, they finally they released the number finally today?
Yeah, they did.
They had
Is that
it.
true? 40%?
Yeah.
That's bad. That's not good. I mean, Batman v Superman, what, did like 72?
Look, again, let's stop judging the DC movies.
Period.
Just period.
Stop judging.
Let's stop using the same criteria we would judge other movies to judge these movies. Let's just, one thing, is it fun? Did I eat a whole tub of popcorn? Is it fun? If yes, great.
How does it already have a IGN gave it a 7. I've seen most people saying it's fine.
I thought they weren't releasing the full number until tomorrow because they had some exclusive for it. We did a story about it.
Kevin, pull up RottenTomatoes.com/Justice League.
I saw a tweet from Nibel that
Who the fuck's Nibel? I don't know this guy.
He's
Sounds
one of the
like libel.
he's
I'm
one
not
of the
gonna
mods
listen to
on
him.
Reset Era.
Yeah, 40% Justice League.
Oh,
Yeah, ain't shit.
no.
Click on it. Yeah. How many people we got in here? Leonard Moulton weigh in yet?
Leonard Maltin died.
No, we just saw him at Meltdown Comics.
That was
No,
his
this,
homie.
you did this wrong.
What I do?
This is wrong.
Yeah, you did.
That's
the wrong-
that's
not-
this is
Oh,
just a
Shit,
review.
look, he's got a green suit on.
Oh my god, I hate you.
What am I
Click on
clicking
the
on?
40%.
That's what I clicked on.
No, then I apologize.
Yeah.
Click on Jason
I mean,
Momoa's
no, clearly you
face.
didn't because that's a different
Here,
page.
here,
Well,
here,
maybe
yeah,
I'm
you can
lying,
click on
okay?
40%.
All right, so right there.
5.2 out of 10.
Ooh,
It got a 98% of people that want to see it.
Critics are reviewing it.
Well, there's 149.
Where was it?
Huh.
That's quite a bit.
That's a lot of critics.
That's a lot of critics.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Huh.
5.2. That's like where you beg your teacher, like, just give me a fucking D, please.
Yeah. Just get me over that
My
line.
mom's gonna be so pissed off at me. I won't be able to play. I don't
Wait,
know.
so it's got a 5.2 out of 10, but it's 40%? How does that math work?
Okay, so
Wouldn't that be
for-
52%?
No, so 40
rotten ratio or something.
40% means 40% of people think that it's worth seeing.
Okay.
So that score could be like a 7 or 10 or 6.5 or whatever.
That's misleading.
It's in the positive range.
Okay.
So the other 60% could have given it 1s or like a 5 or
Okay.
a 3 or whatever. Yeah.
All right.
Huh.
Interesting.
Hard to believe. Batman and Superman 76. This is 40, huh? What?
Well, for now.
Well, here's the
You
thing,
just
Greg.
make Greg
listen,
really
people-
sad.
Critics, fuck critics,
Thor
Greg.
Ragnarok again.
I'll see Thor Ragnarok
Here's the
again.
thing, though. We're going in there with such low expectations.
Yeah.
We're gonna walk out being like, "Whoa,
Just like
okay,
that.
Set that bar low.
not bad."
Yeah.
You know?
Set that bar real low.
Yeah.
Shits and giggles. What is that Suicide Squad at?
Oh, God. Yeah. Why don't you bring up Suicide Squad? What's that at, Kev Dog?
Suicide Squad. Okay, quick. Best part of Suicide Squad. Go.
The part where it
Yeah.
ended and I
The
got to
outfit.
leave the
The end.
theater.
End.
Yep.
End. Boomerang. Boomerang was the best thing in Suicide Squad.
Jai Courtney?
I loved. Yes, Jai Courtney was great.
There's a couple people that I just don't vibe with as actors.
I thought
Yeah.
Will
Okay.
Smith was cool.
There's Jai Courtney is one of those guys that I just see and I'm like, I've never been impressed with him in a role. Then there's the guy that played RoboCop, who was the other lead character in
Oh, yeah,
Suicide
yeah,
Squad.
yeah, he was-
I don't think that guy's that great
It was
either.
Eastwood, right? It wasn't that
26%.
Scott Eastwood? Is that who it
No,
was?
Scott Eastwood. Well, Scott Eastwood was in.
He was Rick Flag, wasn't he?
Yeah. No.
no.
No, he was just
someone
the
else,
other
but he
guy.
was in it.
Scott-
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He was just like a military dude.
The guy that played the new RoboCop was the lead character in this, and
He was-
I just
he
don't
was
like
Rick Flag.
I don't like either of those guys that much.
Okay.
I just feel like I've
He was
never
good
seen
in
him
House
in
of
anything.
Cards. Rick Flag was good in House of
I didn't
Cards.
like him there either.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean, opposite Kevin Spacey. I mean, old Kevin Spacey
Kevin,
before Kevin
what does
Spacey got
Suicide
creepy
Squad
Kevin
get here?
Spacey.
What's its tomato?
Give me one second. Give me one
Just
second.
move the mouse down
he's
half.
trying to
There you
figure
go.
it out.
Kevin, click on Atomic Blonde, and no, I'm joking.
And then what did Batman v Superman get?
Ooh, 26
See,
to 27.
This is the horse shit.
We
problem.
jumped up to 40.
But those
Suicide
are people-
Squad
wait,
is
wait, guys.
terrible. Is terrible.
It is so
Batman v Superman is not this bad.
Well,
Okay,
here's the
but
thing. No, but
this
like,
got 4.9 out of 10, rating wise,
Yeah.
and the average rating of this is 4.8.
we can't do Rotten Tomatoes. That's what I'm saying. We have to do Metacritic.
Let's go to Metacritic. What is it saying on Metacritic right now?
Metacritic is so what we want to look at here is like 4.9 average rating, and then Suicide Squad had a what?
4.8.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah.
Good job, Andy.
Well done.
Trying to
Well
save
played.
it.
Yeah, so.
Well, I'll tell you one thing right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know something about me, I'm the keeper of many things.
There it is.
And one of the things that I will now add to that list is whether or not Justice League is an enjoyable movie. I'm going to stop using the word good and bad.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
going to say enjoyable.
Okay.
Did I enjoy it? Would I sit through it again? If last night happened and I saw Justice League on HBO Go or Executive Decision, no-brainer. Which one's the no-brainer? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? By the way, Executive Decision, not a good movie. Just stay away from that movie. It doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
Why
at
do
some
you
point, they
keep
just kill
trying
off the
with
main
somebody?
character.
Make an executive decision.
I guess they
That
did.
made sense to me.
I guess they did. So we'll. This is gonna be a good reacts tonight. I feel like. What time are we putting that up? Do we
I'll
know?
just be crying, probably.
You're not gonna be crazy. You be over there. You'll be
Probably
fine.
up, what, midnight?
Do midnight tonight, Kev?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I mean,
no.
when
This is
it's
actually
done.
earlier.
Yeah.
I imagine this one actually 11, 10:30ish.
11 or 10:30.
Yeah, because it's
11 or
probably going
10:30ish.
to be 30, 45 minutes. We'll probably be done watching it because we go in.
We have to figure out what we're going to do at dinner, though. We've never done a 6 o'clock movie.
Was it 6 o'clock or 7?
It's 6 o'clock movie, turns out.
We
Oh.
should
Also,
order
did anyone
dinner.
ever correct you? He's doing Gamescast, not Game Over, Greg.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, I thought it was
told
with God
Joey-
today. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Dumbass.
I told
Or
Joey to
we should
tell him.
probably push that forward.
Is that 3?
Yeah, probably should push that forward.
My bad.
I don't know.
I thought
I'm
maybe
just
I
serious.
thought maybe I got a chance to hang out with Jack for longer than
That's
5
all right.
minutes, but I'll
I'm just gonna warm this
Hey,
seat
you know
up.
what?
while-
Maybe
I'll go
if you
fuck
ever
myself.
fucking played a game.
We just got
Coming in with your shit opinions that you don't like Mario Odyssey.
I'm gonna tell you one thing
Fuck
right now. I'm
you.
gonna tell you what. It's gonna sound controversial, and I know coming from me, who has a stellar record of reviewing things
fuck off.
and having an opinion, I don't like Mario Odyssey that much.
You're a dumb kid.
out.
Somebody hit him with a pie, please.
I can't get into it. I don't know why. I played like 3 hours of it, and I'm like, okay.
See, now you get to
I gotta
come on
collect more
Gamescast and say
things,
that,
and now I gotta buy.
Tar and feather you.
I'm not going on Gamescast saying that. What do you think? I'm fucking crazy. These people trust me. These people are like, we're in the circle of trust here. We're in the tree of comfort. I'm not
Tree of
going.
comfort.
I'm not going on fucking the games channel and say that shit. That's sacrilege, man. I'll get fucking blasted for it. Luckily, no one on the internet actually shares opinions with people, so
That's
no
true.
one will ever hear this. It'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stay right
When you do,
here.
they're usually really respectful about your opinion.
Generally,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Nick
A
is
lot of
fucking
people in the
crazy.
chat are saying fire Nick. There's a couple of fuck Nicks.
No one's saying anything. Oh yeah, there is right there.
I don't think the
Oh,
tree
so
of
there's
trust
a
is
Nick.
as
I
big
can
as you
agree.
thought.
There we go. You got somebody on your back.
I need to know more about this tree of trust.
The name is Brock says, "Fuck off, Nick. It's great." That's good criticism right there. That's good
Nick's
feedback.
fired. Congratulations, Jack. You're the new Nick. Hey, what's up?
Jack?
Moving to San
Yeah,
Francisco.
Jack's good where he's at. I think Jack likes
Yeah.
Achievement Hunter. I think they.
It's going pretty
you know,
well.
When they put up videos and they do millions of views. I think he likes that.
We get one every now and then.
I think he's cool with that. Mr. Yasman300 says someone kiss Nick
Kiss
Aw.
Nick now. Kiss Nick.
as Joey walks out of the room. Andy, I gotta look at you. You thought about it for a second too. What's crazy is it's a joke. Obviously, you do not have to kiss me. We should just preface that in today's
do not have
in
to.
today's
Yeah.
politically charged environment. You can kiss whomever you please. But I did say that joke, and I looked over you, and you smiled. You gave me a smile like that would be delightful, beard to beard. Maybe we'll get a three-way kiss going. Jack,
Sir.
let's go into some fun news.
Let's do some fun news.
First news story today, you brought to my attention over on the Reddit.
Now
There
we
are
should
some.
probably warn for spoilers, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. So
These are leaked images from the upcoming Infinity War.
Spoiler Bros is up.
So
click
spoilers.
away.
yeah. So this is stuff that'll probably get pulled down within the next hour or so,
I
as
would
far as we
imagine
know. But I
so.
mean, now that it's hit spread, it's like a virus. That's what happens.
Yeah, let's
You
look
gonna
into
tell
it.
them what it's about so that I can switch over?
It's Infinity War images from Infinity War.
Yeah, so someone working, somebody like he claims he has contacts and knows people within Marvel or wherever he came from. Received images from what looks like to be the new trailer. Or actually, no, I take it back. He did say it wasn't from a trailer; it was just clips. And so, but it looks like it could be trailer footage type stuff. You see things like there's Vision we're looking at here. You can't
See
tell
Paul
whether or
Bettany.
not the gem is gone, which you have to figure if Thanos is trying to collect all the gems, the one in his head's going to be one of them.
Well,
so
does
that's
he
rough.
die though if you just pull that fucking
That's
thing
a
out?
great question.
I feel like that thing is his
I do
brain,
love the
right?
font that he's using.
Oh, that's a snowball.
That.
That's,
Good job, Kevin. There
that's
it
the
is.
infinity snowball right there.
The sad thing about that is you can't take it into near the sun. It just
no,
melts.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, so you got Vision. There's about 15 images. You got Vision. It looks like maybe Spider-Man.
Where do you see Spider-Man?
Like right
The
there,
way
the
he
blue
lands,
pants,
yeah.
dodging. Like not 100% sure who that could be, but I see red and blue there, and so. But that has long hair, so who knows who that
And
is?
a cool trench
Scarlet
coat.
Witch?
I think it's that's probably Scarlet
Maybe Scarlet
Witch.
Oh,
Witch?
yeah. It looks like
Oh yeah,
Scarlet
there,
Witch,
okay,
yeah.
there's
Yeah,
Scarlet,
Scarlet
Witch there.
Witch.
That right there, this is interesting. This is the collector's place from
Oh,
Guardians of the
yeah.
Galaxy 1, where he has all of the different
Right,
things.
we had Howard the Duck and
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
Space Dog
He
or
also
whatever
has
this thing
one of the Infinity Stones, right?
He does. He has the one
Ether.
from. Well, no. That's right. He has the ether from
Yeah.
Thor, Thor 2.
Yeah.
And then there's some Guardians of the Galaxy right there. We see Drax and
Batista there,
Gamora
yes. Fantastic.
and Chris Pratt there in the middle. And there is so that is Falcon kicking Proxima Midnight.
Who the fuck is Proxima Midnight?
She is one of the I think the 3 horsemen or 4 horsemen of Thanos. And so that's kind of
This
like
is where it
his-
gets confusing me because doesn't Apocalypse also have horsemen?
Yes, but his horsemen change depending on the situation.
Okay.
And so, and then there's Scarlet Witch again, looking sad. And then here we go. Here is, so we've got a Black Widow, blonde Black Widow, Falcon, and then Nomad, what it's looking like. That's Captain America with missing his star and also with a beard. So, yeah.
I'm glad we had you on the show for this because I would have been like, there's Cap.
ScarJo?
Yeah, there's ScarJo and there's Cap.
There's the guy from, from.
And then what the heck
Not
is
another
this?
teen movie. That's Proxima Midnight
That's Proxima
again.
Midnight again. Why does it look like she put a helmet on?
I don't know. Maybe that's like her fighting.
It looks like Captain America's face a little
She
bit.
has a great name, by the way.
Yeah.
Proxima
Midnight.
It's a
Midnight.
cool last name.
And so,
pretty
and there's
cool.
one more image there too you can load up. I think it's just another shot of her. Yeah, we got some kind of weapon of some nature. But yeah, and the guy claims he has more stuff. and it's the Ascendant Ancient. So he claims he has more stuff and will be releasing stuff throughout the week.
I think she's still got that head guard on in this picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you just can't see it because
I don't mind the watermark. Just maybe like he should try
Transparency.
Papyrus. Next time is
Papyrus. Someone just went and selected it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I am
Comic Sans.
crazy excited about Infinity War, and the idea of I think it's like 18 Marvel movies all coalescing into this movie now. It's just like that is freaking awesome.
It's fun, and it's been fun to see. Spoilers for anyone out there who hasn't seen Thor, but if you watch the show and you haven't watched Thor yet, get your life together. It's cool to just see some of those characters pop in now.
Yeah,
so like when he was talking to Doctor Strange, we see Benedict Cumberbatch, and he's just chilling there, and that was a great scene.
Yeah. But he's
not in the rest of the movie. It's like super fun, right?
Not to spoil, like the movie. I mean, like you see, Doctor Strange super early on, and the thing that I was blown away with Thor and Doctor Strange was how powerful Doctor Strange is.
Yeah.
Like Loki is a god, and he was just throwing Loki around like it was nobody's business.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, whatever. It's like, all right, yeah, I just threw you in a free fall for 30 minutes. Like,
That's
wait,
awesome.
what?
I've been falling for 30 minutes.
It's like and like Doctor Strange has always been a very powerful being within the Marvel universe, and to see that like they're treating him with actual like power, like
that's cool.
That's really neat. I mean, he defeated an ancient one in his movie. What's his name?
Dormammu.
Dormammu. What is it?
Yeah, Dormammu. Yeah, he's come to bargain.
Dormammu.
It's like that's pretty impressive.
That was a great movie. I actually really liked that movie. I showed that to my wife the other day, and she was like, she was very impressed by it. Very impressed by it. And she's not impressed by anything. She does not.
Well, the rumor is that the Time Stone, like the Time Gem, is going to come into play very heavily in Infinity War, which could be
who's
exciting.
got the Time
He
Gem?
does. It's in the
that's what's in there?
Agamotto. Yeah. Where he took it off, but yeah, the big eye he has, that thing, that's what controls. I mean, that's what they talk about towards the end of the movie.
Because he put it in a time
loop. It's like,
loop.
you had an Infinity Gem and you were able to control it. It's like, okay. And so the Time Gem is a very, very important, I mean, supposedly he's going to be a very important part of Infinity War, which the rumors are we might see classic battles from all the movies redone, but with Thanos in them. So like the idea of like going back to like the Battle of New York, but it's like redone where it's like Avengers fighting with their old selves and Thanos. There's some wild stuff, some real comic booky stuff that could possibly happen. So I'm very, very excited for that. And
this sounds fucking awesome.
like I want to read and look at every single thing. Like even look at those images there. It's like, oh, that looks cool. Like that's going to be from a trailer, but like I want to absorb as much stuff as I can and just spoil the whole movie for me.
I'm good. These images, great. I'm sold. I don't need to see any more of this stuff. I like I said with The Last Jedi, I'm kind of going radio silent. Like I'm good. I get hyped to a point, and then I'm like, I don't want any more spoiled for me, right? And there's so many people out there that are so smart and such super fans that they could like at one point Tim was just like, here's what I think the Force, like here's what I think is going to happen with this, and this. And I'm like, and he was spot on. And I'm like, damn it, dude, I'm not that smart. I don't need this shit spoiled for me. Like, I'm an idiot. I want to go into the theater and just sit there and be dumbfounded the entire time.
Yeah, it's always interesting. Like, there's some YouTube channels, like, I don't know if you watch New Rock Stars. Like, those guys, they'll take a trailer and just dissect it. And it's like, here's a 3-minute trailer, and they'll put out a 30-minute video where it's like, oh, in the background of this shot, that blurry red thing, that could be this, which means this. And it's like,
that's
holy
Tim Gettys'
crap.
life.
Yeah.
Every time anything happens, he just goes on lockdown mode. The door locks, the lights go red, and he just looks through the trailer and scans it for Easter eggs constantly, just try to put everything together. He loves doing that. I like to just, I don't exist in that world. I like to be wowed by the people's art.
I love trying to pick stuff apart. So
next news story, Kevin, shifting gears just slightly. The new Fantastic Beasts movie is gearing up, and it's got a new title, which is fantastic. This is the first poster image for it. Why does this look like super low quality?
I have no idea.
Go back to the other. There's an image.
There we kicked in a little bit.
There you go.
So there we go. That's the new Fantastic Beast. Which
of course, in typical Harry Potter fashion, it's a still image that moves around a little bit.
Of course.
And it's the Crimes of Grindelwald.
The Crimes of Grindelwald, and also that's the triangle there, which isn't that part of the
Deathly Hallows?
Yeah, the Deathly Hallows. Now the interesting thing for me is you see Johnny Depp there on the far right side.
Can we bring that back and pause it?
There was rumors that Depp was not going to be coming back after all the stuff with Amber Heard and all that. Like, there was stuff floating around that might not be the case.
Well, he's back, and I got to be honest with you. I've been outspoken about this before. I liked Colin Farrell in the first movie so much that I was a little disappointed that they decided to make him Johnny Depp.
Colin Farrell was great.
He was fucking awesome.
As Grimes. Two things make me really happy in this. A, you see Mr. Dan Fogler right there, who's back as Jacob.
D. Fogler! We tried to get him on our show. He said no. But we're going to keep going back. If you ever get Dan Fogler on your stuff, I want to fly out there and meet him.
We don't really have a kind of a window. Like, we don't do as much kind of podcast stuff like this. But, I mean, Dan Fogler is great. He stole the movie. He
steals every movie he's in, including Balls of Fury, which is one of my top comedies of all time.
Absolutely.
I'm not being facetious when I say this. I fucking laugh my ass off when I watch that movie.
Whoa.
Bing pong.
But yeah, see, but then, yeah, exactly. I think Kevin just spotted the second thing I was going to say.
I didn't realize that before.
That's what's his name?
Jude Law.
Not Jude Law.
No,
That's
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, he's back.
Who you assume? Well, I mean,
He exploded.
He exploded at the end of the first movie, but a little like piece of him floated away.
Yeah.
But you figured he'd be like so weak at that point, right? Like, as a being, he'd be like kind of the Voldemort, like kind of like the little piece of him still left.
Right.
But he's very clearly right there, which means he's probably coming. I mean, he's coming back, obviously. So
yeah, I assume so.
And so, and then Jude Law is playing
Jude Law to
a
the cast, which
very,
is great.
very young Dumbledore.
He looks so cool.
Well, not very young, but a young Dumbledore. And then down there in the middle front is that Zoe Kravitz, I think?
Yeah.
Is it?
And
Yes.
and then I forget the guy's name, but that is Newt Scamander's older brother, the war hero, which we don't know much about. But and then Poor Patina in there in the background sitting down. That's Newt and Poor Patina ultimately get married and have kids. So if you know your Harry Potter lore. So that's interesting. She has a new hairstyle, it looks like.
Like it, love it.
And then
now, how excited are you for this?
Very, very excited.
Yeah, so you're a big Harry Potter fan?
Yeah, Katie and I are huge Harry Potter fans. We went and saw the play in London last year. We're going to go see it again in New York next year.
What'd you think of the play?
Love the play.
Yeah.
Book, terrible. Not terrible. The book, very fan servicey.
Yeah.
The play, seeing it, they definitely reworked it, and it felt a lot better.
I read the book, and then I was fortunate enough to be in London for a couple of days, and I picked up a couple of
cool.
up tickets for myself and my wife to watch it. I was disappointed that I'd read the book before I saw the play.
Yeah.
It is a stage play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not if you can see the play and you haven't read the book first, don't do it. Go see the play. It is much better.
Yeah,
much better.
absolutely. Yeah, if you have avoided the book, avoid the book until you see the play. So, but yeah, seeing the play in person was really, really cool. And it was funny. We actually after the show was over, we went to the stage door and hung out, and we had been taking photos and stuff all day. And the guy who was portraying Harry Potter came out. And he's like, "Oh, I saw some of your tweets. Like, thank you so much." I was like, "Oh my god!" And then so he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks." And we took photos with him and posted it. And then he found us on Twitter. He was like, "Oh, thanks for coming out." And we started writing back and forth. And so now I'm like friends with Harry Potter. Which
That's awesome.
He was actually the understudy. And so
that's
yeah,
cool.
so it wasn't Jamie Oliver, it's a guy named Stu, and he's super awesome. And so Stu Ramsey, and so anyway, he's been on like British TV and stuff. And it's like,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
so we're like weird internet buddies now, and so it's pretty cool. But yeah, and so but now
the way the world
all the
goes.
original cast has moved over to the Broadway show, and so they're all going to be back.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's
That's great. That's perfect.
It's Harry, Ron, Hermione, and the two kids, and Malfoy. Like, so the six main characters are all the exact same cast.
The guy that played Harry
Yeah.
was, when I saw him, I think he was the lead. He was awesome.
Yeah, that's Jamie, not Jamie Oliver.
No, Jamie Oliver's the guy from.
He's a food guy, right? Anyway, but yeah, Jamie something. And so, but yeah, I like the guy who plays Scorpius was pretty great too.
Scorpius was good.
Caught me off guard.
I was blown away by the guy that played Ron. That guy's awesome. I've
Yeah.
actually seen him in a lot of stuff too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's been in a lot of British TV. So my wife watches a lot of like foreign stuff. So I'm very privy to a lot of people. What is this? What are we looking at here, Joe?
I don't know.
This is the Andy Serkis interview that's
Greg
up on
came in here
Patreon.
and said he could talk
It's Andy
about this.
Serkis and an internet person.
There you go. That's Greg Miller wearing the Team Fat shirt, and Andy Serkis, otherwise known as the Circus. And we got an opportunity to sit down with him for 45 minutes and talk, and I hear he calls me out. So if you want to see that right now, it's available over on patreon.com/kindoffunny, which I assume for the $1 above level you can watch this right now. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Sounds right.
Did you guys
It's
talk
really
about?
good.
Did you talk about Black Panther at all?
We did. I don't know if Greg asked him about Black Panther, but as you know, I have a rivalry with Andy Serkis.
Do you really?
Now, I know you've. No, it's in my
Okay.
head. Because he's too talented. Now he's doing everything. You understand? He's a motion capture artist. He's a voiceover artist.
I watched
He
that.
is
I
a
think
director.
Greg, I
and
think
he's
Greg
a,
wanted us to see this.
This is true.
Oh, Greg, what is? Okay, what is
It's a
this?
short clip.
Oh, it's
So
it's
I
a
have
9-second clip. So.
I have a feeling that I'm going to get shit talked to right now. Give it to me.
Now tell Nick Scarpino to go to hell.
Nick Scarpino, if you ever say that about me again, you're in big trouble.
There we go. And that's what I like to hear.
Now, even when he's talking shit, he's eloquent and beautiful.
You're in big trouble.
And Greg said go to hell, and he said, no, I'm not going to say go to hell.
Yeah. But he
Because I'm
did
not
the
a
polite. He did the
fucking
polite way of doing it.
barbarian like you are, Greg Miller.
My favorite thing to do is when fans come up to us at conventions and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, my friend couldn't be here right now. Can you like make a video where you tell him like he's a piece of shit?" And it's like, "Okay, cool." I'm like, "All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey, man, I just want to say you are awesome, and I love you so much, and you're really, really
great.
cool.
You're
and
smart for not coming.
Your friend
You're
here
smart
was
for
trying
not
to make me
coming.
be a dick, but you're actually really cool. So good on you." And they're always like, "Oh, man, can you do it again?" It's like, no,
They're like, no, I'm not doing that. That's why I refuse to.
right.
When I go on the spot, I refuse to fuck with John. That's
really?
why. Yeah, it's
Well, I mean-
negative. I don't like it.
I mean,
you guys are an asshole. Then.
John's like a lightning rod for just getting shit on. Though.
Well, that's true. That
I mean,
is true.
but he definitely deserves it.
But I like to bring love and happiness to every set that I go to.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Unless Kevin's there, in which
I'm
case
a
I-
love and happiness kind of guy. I'm sure you saw at the family reunion the love and happiness that came out of me when I was hammered off my
I
ass.
may or may not have contributed to that.
Oh, really?
hammering.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm sorry about that.
I
did a
don't
couple
remember
it.
We did a couple shots together.
You could have said you beer bonged me from the roof, and I'd be like, cool, I probably did that at some point.
We had a great time. That was a fun time.
I'm very, very happy. Like I've always considered myself like a happy drunk. Like when I get drunk, I just want to love everyone. And like to me, like when you get intoxicated or like when you get you can change your chemistry. Really, all it is just amplify who you are.
Yeah.
And if it's like, oh, I'm actually a really happy person. I'm a genuinely happy person. And it's like, okay, when I get drunk, still a happy person. It's like, okay,
We needed to do that again.
it was fun.
And we need to get everyone out to a remote location where people can't leave. Because that was the best part of the night. The whole thing for me was at night when we were all, I think you were passed out, unfortunately.
Yeah,
at this point. But we were playing Trivial Pursuit, and Jeff Ramsey went all fucking beautiful mind on me, and literally just answered every question himself. They beat us, him and Jeremy beat us like, I mean, it came to us and went back to them, they won. That was it. It was 3 fucking rounds. That was
Jesus
it.
Christ.
It was terrible.
Well, I mean, that's
and we're
all-
not stupid human beings. We had Greg Miller.
Yeah.
And Kevin was there.
I will say, if
He's
it, was,
smart.
if it was Jeff and Jeremy, that means it was all Jeff because I love Jeremy. He is not good at trivia.
He had
at
a
all.
couple. He had a couple choice saves though.
Really?
Yeah.
If it was something like maybe Boston related or like wrestling related, he probably
I think
can
they
do
were
it.
wrestling related questions. yeah, I think that was what it was.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Well,
Absolutely.
there you go. Let's go to one more news story. Let's see where we're at here. This one's a fun one. James Franco having a resurgence. Didn't really go away anywhere, but now he's. What's wrong?
James Franco's got the.
I like that. That's really cute.
I just got a Stitch Fix.
Ooh.
I wanna see what this looks like on
It looks
camera.
really good.
I liked our sponsorship with Stick Fix so much I just bought it. I kept going.
That's
So I'll
nice.
have a new shirt on Kind of Funny.
Is there
Games
Velcro
too.
on the pocket there, or is that?
No, I think
It's got a little stitch there.
No, it's
Oh,
just
got a little
it's
stitch.
they called it a Henley.
A Henway.
It is a Henley.
Henley.
Yeah, it's because it's got this. This is the Henley.
I feel like Nathan Drake, but fat.
You feel like Nathan Drake, but like maybe later when he stopped working
Yeah,
out.
I got a cool shirt coming up on Kind of Funny Games Daily too. Twitch.tv/Kind of Funny Games.
There it is. This story is from IO9. It says James Franco may be joining the X-Men universe as Multiple Man.
Multiple man.
There it is. James
multiple
Franco
man.
has been part of so many projects. It may seem like he's got a clone, and now that could actually happen in a movie at least. Look at that. That's clever writing. Deadline reports that Franco is in talks with X-Men producer Simon Kinberg and Wonder Woman writer Alan Heinberg to bring the Marvel character Multiple Man to the big screen. The film would be part of the X-Men universe at 20th Century Fox for now, until Disney buys them, which includes the X-Men and Deadpool titles, as well as upcoming movies based on Gambit, The New Mutants, and X-Force. Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Not
it'd be fun.
shocking. I mean, it's
No.
not now. It's like when you have like Kate Blanchett as like a villain in a superhero movie. It's like okay, yeah, literally anyone can be a superhero
Yeah,
movie.
we can get anyone now.
It started with Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. It's like okay, if they can get them, it's like Anthony Hopkins playing Odin. Yeah, it's like okay.
Here's
yeah.
how I feel like it is, right? You know that they're actors.
Yeah.
Right? And the actors, they like the theater. And they like to do very cool indie films about
Yeah.
very important subjects. But every once in a while, people just like to get paid.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking about?
I mean,
not that Marvel pays historically that much, but sometimes it must be just fun to be like, I'm Kate Blanchett, I've done like Academy, I was the fucking queen for a while.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like I'm just gonna do a stupid, fun Marvel movie and hang out with Chris Hemsworth and Mark Ruffalo the entire
Yeah,
time.
and it looks like she was having a blast, and she was awesome in it. But that being said, we're not going to see Joaquin Phoenix in a superhero movie. I don't think. We're not.
Right. If it's a superhero movie about like.
Of course, I say that. I would have said like Vincent D'Onofrio would never do a superhero movie, but he was freaking Wilson Fisk in Daredevil. So
That's
it's
true.
like
The thing is this though, right? And the superhero genre is evolving, right? We're starting to dip into other genres now, right? Logan, I would say, was more of an indie film than it was a superhero
it was a
film.
Western. I mean,
It was great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
But it was made with the same care that you would make an actual, and I hate to say this, but a real film, right?
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
And I know that these are real films as well. You guys can argue to yourself in the comments. But what I'm saying is they approach that as saying like, let's make a really good piece of drama first.
Yeah.
That happens to revolve around these people with these extraordinary abilities, which
Yeah.
is great. Now we're getting the New Mutants, which is a horror film, which looks awesome.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that at some point we can't get a little bit more serious and treat these a little bit more like mainstream dramas
Yeah.
than we would right now.
the,
I'm just
the,
saying.
the whole X-Men universe, like the Fox, MCU. I'm very like. I don't know how it works. Like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, very clear. All these movies, you can see how they tie in. Some of the timeline stuff's a little off. They've mucked with it and they've tried to fix it and retcon it. But the X-Men universe, you know, which is like all the X-Men movies, and then they have the TV shows, and now you've got like Deadpool in there too. And then they had like, you know, Days of Future Past, which really reset stuff. And then you have like the, you know, then Apocalypse showed up, and it's like, I don't know how it all, like, I don't know what that timeline looks anymore. And like now it's like, you know, something like Multiple Man, it's like, where is he gonna fit in that universe? Like what is, and then you have like the horror movies, like when is all this stuff, how does it all tie together? Like it's very muddled
My
right
hope
now.
is that here's how it ties together. They just keep it going long enough to sell it to Disney.
Yeah.
And then Disney folds it back in and does something good with it.
Well, I see. Okay, yes, I agree with that. I want Disney to buy Fox. I want Disney to kind of reunify Marvel, all the Marvel films. That would be fantastic. Mostly because I want to see the second Infinity War movie end with Fantastic Four showing up. How cool would that be?
amazing.
If like, you know, Reed
That would
Richards
be
shows
fucking
up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
They had fucking Fantastic Four in it.
Yeah, because it's like I don't see the you know, I don't see the mutants ever appearing in the MCU because then it's like you like if you have a mutant, you have Wolverine walking around, Professor X. It's like that means Spider-Man. There's nothing special about him. Like there's no like, oh, you know, whatever. It's just like, oh, he's a mutant. And it's like, well, maybe he's not a mutant. It's like, oh well. So it's like I want to keep the mutant universe and then the rest of the Marvel universe separate. But
I don't know, man. Something X-Men versus Avengers would be fucking awesome.
it would be cool, but then it sort of takes away sort of the mystery of like the
I don't
characters.
know. I mean, that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is you have a whole other themes to play with, right? The whole concept of the mutant was always about these people that were ostracized from society because they were different, and we don't really get a lot of that in the Avengers universe right now.
I mean, almost the reverse of that. Because even in Ragnarok, you see like at one point like these women walk up the street, see Thor, and like, oh, Thor, hey, take a selfie. It's like they're happy to see
He's
him.
cool, right?
And I do kind of dig the fact that it's like, oh, these are like, what if there were
that fucking part
superheroes?
so
And
much.
like, what if there were superheroes on this planet and they were just walking around? It's like, oh, that's Captain America. Hey, what's up, Captain America? It's like, oh yeah, I guess we would kind of treat them like celebrities.
Yeah, they'd be rock stars.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone on the planet knows who they are because they've seen the stuff they've done. They protected, you know, the planet from destruction. It's like, oh yeah, I know who Thor is, and I'm sure at some point, like, you know, information would get out, and then, you know, there would be a TMZ for superheroes. And
see, that's what I liked when they played around with that in Logan, right? Where she has the comic books of him because this is not how this happened, right? Your perception of me and the world, the things that I've done is totally off.
Yeah.
It's way more horrible than this. People died. This has been a traumatic experience. I'm a fucked up human being. This dude's doing drugs. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Neo J2 brings up a very good point, though. If they were to unite the universes, we could get a Hulk versus Wolverine movie, and that would be fucking
That's true.
sauce.
That would be pretty rad.
If you know what I'm talking about.
Man.
Let's see what else is here. Do you care about Dune?
I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time. But
Well, let's not worry about it. Denis Villeneuve said he's making Dune. It's not going to be anything like David Lynch's adaptation. Spoilers, it's because not a lot of people liked that movie, and it wasn't a very good adaptation of the original source material, so he's going to do it better. Hopefully. What the fuck?
Siri's talking to you.
Why is Siri talking to me? Why?
You put it in your
Why?
butt
How did that
pocket and
happen?
you sit on it.
I don't know. My phone. I need a new phone.
Get a 10. Oh, now you're just playing music now. Copyright,
Skrillex? Okay,
copyright
there it is.
infringement.
My phone is dying, everyone. I know it's stupid and small. I'm getting a better phone.
Get a 10. Get a 10.
I got one. It's coming.
10s are so nice, man.
I
love it. Love it. You
Hi,
you
I'm
get a
Jack.
10.
I'm going to rub this in your face. I have this cool thing that you don't have. Do you have a screen protector on that?
Absolutely.
Damn you.
Screen protector and case. $1,200 phone. $1,200 phone. I'm not going to drop it and shatter a screen.
It's $12 before taxes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so awesome.
It's so nice. The camera on that thing is so beautiful, dude.
Beautiful fucking phone. I can't
Yeah.
wait to get mine. Mine, yeah, they keep moving up my ship date, so hopefully it'll be here soon.
Yeah.
It was mid-December, now it's late November, so I'm getting
Oh,
mine
that's
at some
good.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is late November, right?
We're hopefully by next week I'll
mid-November.
get it. I'm hoping it doesn't get delivered on Thanksgiving though, because that would suck. 'Cause, like, I don't know if do they deliver on things? I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I hopefully should have mine by the end of next week, if not the early next week prior. So I will report back to you as to whether or not it is good fun. As you know, I'm the keeper of all things good.
That is
I
true.
will let you know if something is good or bad.
Absolutely.
And that'll be the final word on it. Kevin, bring this one up. This next one up. This is the poster from the upcoming rock film Rampage.
Is that the full poster?
No.
Okay, I
This
was
is
going to
zoomed
say,
in
like,
for some
it seems
reason.
oddly cropped.
Is it? Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little cropped. There it
There
is.
we
That's
are.
better. Obviously, they cut off the gorilla's face to give it scale,
Monkey face.
so that you can see how big the Rock's biceps are.
That is Rampage.
Rampage, based off of the.
Dwayne Johnson plays Rampage. He's a military guy with a monkey for a friend.
Yep.
Hey everyone, here's my pet monkey.
It's
His
like,
name is Bill. We call him the Rampage.
what was the Clint Eastwood movie with the monkey?
Any Which Way But
Yeah,
Loose.
it's Any Which Way
It's
But
Clyde.
Loose sequel.
Wait, there was Any Which Way You Can, and then Any Which Way But Loose. I think there was 2, right? Or am I
I think
crazy?
Loose is the one with the monkey.
Loose is the one where he has the. Loose is the one that has it. The whole point of it is he's just gonna get into a fight at the end of it. It's just like a really long fight at the end, and then at the end they're just like, cool.
Yeah.
I fucking love I love Clint Eastwood movies.
So dumb. So Rampage. That's based on the video,
Based on the video
arcade
game.
game.
Yeah.
And so
A lot of story there.
Have you seen the trailer?
There's a trailer.
The trailer is coming out today.
Ooh.
The Rock was tweeting about it, but it leaked yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to watch it?
It leaked yesterday.
Should we watch the trailer?
Can you watch it? Are you allowed to watch the trailer? I don't know how this stuff works on here.
I don't know. Looks bad though.
Noth Lysander in the chat says, The Rock doesn't really say no to movies, does he? I think The Rock is very smart at picking projects, and I think he picks projects that he knows will have the highest impact.
That's true.
And we're just not going to talk about Baywatch.
Oh shit! Someone in the chat says really something. It's going out the same day that Super Troopers 2 is.
Oh,
fuck
420.
that.
All
We're
right.
seeing
Yeah.
Super Troopers.
Super
I
Troopers.
like Dill In says, I hope he's voiced by Kevin Hart. The monkey is voiced by Kevin Hart. That would be pretty
Jumanji's
great.
coming out, but is anyone going to see Jumanji?
That's right, Jumanji with what's her name with
The Rock.
yes, The Rock. Thank you. And it's
You're
got
thinking Jack Black. Yeah.
It's Jack Black, but then the
Oh, it's
woman
Kevin
is
Hart.
the woman is from Doctor Who. It's and she's robot chick from Guardians. Oh God,
Oh,
my
right.
head is space.
Nebula.
Nebula. She's Nebula
yeah.
in Guardians. Killian, Karen
Gillian.
Karen Gillan. There you go.
There it is.
Karen
People are saying-
Karen Gillan or something.
People are helping you out. Gillian maybe?
Gillian.
Gillian. I don't know how to say that. I always thought it was Gillian Anderson.
Amy
People were saying
Pond.
maybe it's Gillian Anderson. I
Yeah,
don't
she's
know.
Amy Pond in Doctor
Nobody
Who.
knows. Here's the thing about The Rock. He has my undying support, always.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of. What happened? Did your shit die?
Yeah, it's died.
That's okay. We got the chat right here if you want.
That's all right.
He gets a lot of passes in my book. Pass number 1, Baywatch. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
for him. We're trying some stuff, guys. We're just having some fun, okay? Just having some fun here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see about Jumanji. We'll see about Rampage. We'll see.
Yeah.
And then we'll see him back in the Fast and Furious movies
The
and
the
the
nine,
spin-off.
the Fate in the Nine-ish. So what's the deal with Tyrese and Tyrese is getting into a fight about The Rock?
I believe they've rectified their differences.
have?
What happens as the story goes, Tyrese is in a big legal battle for custody over his child, and that has cost him a lot of money. And he was looking forward to the paycheck for the next Fast and Furious movie that he was going to get, but it has been delayed because The Rock is now doing a spin-off with Jason Statham, and he said, hey, The Rock, you should stop making choices that affect other people's lives. And The Rock was like, I'm not gonna not make this movie that, by the way, will perpetuate the popularity of the franchise and bring it back, and will make more money off that other movie. And Tyrese, I think, is just in a very emotional state right now.
Okay.
Thinking clearly. And then everyone in the world said, hey, if The Rock doesn't want you in this movie and you piss him off, guess what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Because he said, I'm not going to be in this if The Rock is. Or something. He put down some stupid ultimatum, and everyone in
Yeah.
the world was like,
Yeah, by Tyrese. Yeah.
what the fuck have you done, Tyrese? No one,
Yeah.
who cares?
He's like, I was in
we
fast-
hungry.
I was in Too
They'll
Fast
be
and
hungry
Too
somewhere
Furious.
else, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I've been around for the second one.
Especially
No
when we
one
have
cares.
Luda. We've got a great cast that's so deep. We've got Luda. He's already the comic relief.
Yeah.
I always felt like those two back and forth were fun, but it might be a little too much comic relief.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be careful, Tyrese.
Well,
but I think they
they've got the
rectified.
the hacker chick now too, who they kind of bounce off her. It's like who's gonna flirt with her more? It's like, oh, she's gay, right? Anyway,
We don't know. I don't know. But
so
people are asking me about Doom. Nick's not sure about Doom because he, like everyone else, didn't see it. LOL says Falcon 508.
is great.
You're talking the Carl Urban, Dwayne The Rock Johnson classic.
The Carl
Doom.
Urban.
Urban. What is it? Urban.
It's Uben.
Urban.
It's pronounced Urban. I believe it's German.
It's Urban. I did watch that movie, and oh boy.
He has a BFG in it. I don't know if you knew that. There's a BFG
He does
in the
have
movie.
BFG in that, man. That was when that was when they were really trying to figure out the whole video game to movie thing.
Yeah, remember they had the first.
Thank God they figured it out.
Well, they had the first person thing. Like that was it. They
Gun,
they
yeah,
figured
with
out.
the-
What do you think they figured it out with? Prince of Persia, Assassin's
No,
Creed. They haven't figured it out.
Sadly, not figured it out.
When the hell is a production studio gonna go like, hey, we're working with EA, we're gonna make a Dead Space movie. Okay, let's make a Dead Space movie. All right.
They made it. It's called Event Horizon. It was awesome.
Well, Event Horizon
Awesome
came
movie.
first, but it's like, all right, let's make a movie based on a franchise. Let's make an Assassin's Creed movie. Great. What are we gonna do? Let's do something completely different. What? Not just take Assassin's Creed 1 or 2 and make that into a movie. And
Here's the problem I have, right? I love movies. Movies are one of my favorite things to indulge in life. I just don't know why, and this is going to sound counterintuitive to what I just said, but I don't know why a game has to be made into a movie to legitimize it as something better than what it is. Like, it's a game, it's already perfect. That's the medium to tell that story and have that experience, right? Now, I'm sure there are cool stories. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game all the way through. I think I played the first one for like 5 minutes. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm sure there are cool stories there to be told, but I feel like everyone always looks at games as sort of the second-class citizen. Like, oh, it's just a game until it's made into a movie, and then it's a legitimate thing. And I'm like, well, it's never going to be as good as a 60-hour gaming experience. It's just not going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's what everyone talked about that with Halo, and I'm like, I don't think y'all want a Halo movie because I don't know how you make Master Chief a compelling character unless you're literally in his skin playing him, right? He's a character that has no face for a fucking reason, so that you can attribute all of your attributes to him as you play him, right? That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, but then you get something like Dread, where it's like that character has no emotion, and like they still managed to make an amazing movie out of it. So, yeah, but like. I'm actually excited for the new Tomb Raider movie. Is it Alicia Vikander, I think?
It's Alicia Vikander. I'm not excited about it.
Really? I mean, it looks like the game. It's like, oh, they actually like, all right, we have a game. This is great source material. Let's not mess with it too much. And it's like, oh, they're making a movie based on that. It's like, all right, do that more often. I just don't understand why it's like, all right, we're going to make an Assassin's Creed movie that has almost nothing to do with like this established universe we've already built out, other than there's Abstergo and then there's like some kind of weird DNA stuff, and that's it. It's like there's never been a compound worth like trapped assassins or anything. I mean, they had the first game where they kind of were testing people, but it was pretty much just Desmond. And so it's like, why change all this stuff? I mean, we have this really cool source material, and they're like, oh, we're gonna make something better out of it. It's like, they're 8 games in at this point. Like, they know what they're doing. They know how to handle it. And it's like, I
think it always boils down to one of those things where, like, I mean, I don't know. Every project's totally different, right?
Yeah,
but this is another one of my issues where I feel like there's a common feeling, and I'm basing this on absolutely nothing, but like, hey, we make movies we know better than you guys who told the story, and obviously, like, you guys told the story in a video game fashion and got millions of people to play it, but we make movies, so listen to us. Where it always blows me away when you have people that are making amazing products and they don't get a chance to do the next iteration of that, i.e. Warner Brothers Animation, who I think is one of the best, like, that team of people who put all the Warner Brothers animated movies together are the fucking best in the industry. They tell these awesome stories that are super awesome, and then they just, how does that not translate over to the fucking live action version of that, which, by the way, is all CG anyway, so it's the same fucking thing, right? Like, it blows me away. Like, you have the writers of these amazing games, like Uncharted, for instance, and like, do they get a shot to go to like, hey, I did this, I made this, I am in touch with the heart of this because I fucking made it.
I was
Why don't you let me just
world.
cut it down a little bit? Which, by the way, Uncharted is just a fucking movie anyway. Like, cut it down a little bit, put it out there, which they are, obviously. But how do you feel about that? How do you feel about Tom Holland being a part of that?
Tom Holland's gonna be a part of it. I don't know about that.
Isn't he supposed to play young Nathan Drake?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, is the movie gonna be like the young Nathan Drake story, or is it gonna be like?
There's rumors still. It's
we don't know
okay, yeah, because everyone wanted Nathan Fillion to be Nathan Drake, which is
not gonna happen.
Great, but Nathan Fillion's not that guy.
He doesn't have the zhuzh for it, unfortunately.
I mean, maybe back in like Serenity days and like Firefly days, maybe then he could have done it, but now he's not that guy anymore.
He's Castle.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
And so he's still a great actor. Love Nathan Fillion. He's hilarious, and I would love to see him. Like, I would love to see him pop up in like the Marvel universe. You know what? Okay, this is something I read an article last week that got me super excited. And one thing ties into what we're doing tonight, because in Justice League we're going to see Commissioner Gordon. Which is J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Love J.K. Simmons.
I like him so much, I fucking don't fast forward through those stupid progressive commercials that he's in, whatever the insurance commercials.
The farmer's commercial.
Yeah, farmer's Bob, and I was like, hey, he's funny.
I love J.K. Simmons. He's done no wrong. I watched Oz back in the day, the HBO show, and he was Schillinger on that show, and he was amazing.
Dude, I watched him in that, and for the longest time could not watch him in anything else because he was so fucking disturbing in that role.
Yeah.
Remember the part where he was like burning shit into people's asses with a Bic pen?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was a mean dude.
It was brutal.
And then he goes on, he does something like Whiplash, and but one of my favorite roles he ever did was J. Jonah Jameson in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Parker!
Which, that was genius casting, perfect casting.
He was perfect in that.
And then it's like, okay, well maybe he'll pop back up. They're making new Spider-Man movies. It's like, oh, he's gonna be Commissioner Gordon. It's like, well, that sort of ruins that. Damn it. Okay.
Kinda cool though.
Last week he came out and said if they wanted him back, he'd be interested in doing it.
He should absolutely. And this is the thing that they're starting. And this is the other thing that I'm starting to notice is they're starting to get to the point where, like, I don't know if you saw this, but Danny Elfman has started to use the themes from the older movies.
Oh, really?
In this one, so we're going to hear the Batman theme again from '89.
Really?
We're going to hear a little bit of the John Williams Superman theme.
Ooh.
I get it. It's confusing for audiences, but superhero movies are so fucking confusing to jump in right now. Like comic books.
Yeah.
Like you want to jump into comic books right now. Spoilers. yeah, you're in the same spot. Just bring him back. He was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
He knocked it out of the park.
That's the thing.
He even looked like him, for Christ's sake.
Here's my
granted, he had a wig and whatever.
dream scenario. Spider-Man prom, or whatever the hell the next one's going to be called. We had Homecoming.
Prom. Spider-Man winter formal.
You know, Spider-Man sophomore year, junior year, whatever it's going to be. I want the whole movie, whatever, do whatever, whoever your villains are, great, Scorpion, whoever is going to be. End of the movie, credits roll, like whatever happens, and then stinger at the end. It's Peter Parker with a book, like a case full of like pictures, walking into the Daily Bugle, and he's sure Parker, and then that's it.
Yeah.
But it's very clearly J.K. Simmons.
That would be amazing.
Or even it's just like pulls down a magazine, and it's just like him chomping on a cigar, and just boom, kill the movie right there.
I wonder, are they going to go that direction with him though, with Spider-Man?
Well, I mean, Spider-Man, Daily Planet is very, very important. Or not Daily Planet, excuse me, Daily Bugle. Daily Bugle is very important to Spider-Man's persona, because it's like that's how he was making money.
Right.
Well, I mean,
but I feel like they're going more the route of him being the young Avenger, him being like, with the Samuel L. Jackson character, Nick Fury, things like that, where he's more of a scientist and less of like doing the whole like, I'm going to be a reporter, shucks, or a photographer, or whatever it is.
He can do both, though.
Yeah.
Like, in the comics, he's both.
But I
He's
feel
a
like
photographer.
that's true. But I feel like it's just more fun to watch him figuring out all the tech and trying to become one of the Avengers and having that identity
But they're
crisis.
figuring out the tech, but he needs to make money on the side. I think it makes perfect sense.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like he needs to make money on the side, but he doesn't because Tony Stark's his boy. Tony Stark's like a billionaire who just gives him Audis and shit.
Yeah, but Tony's probably gonna be dead at some point.
Or Tony's gonna start dating Aunt May because why the fuck would you not?
Well, yeah,
son?
no. So my thing for this is with May. I mean, we're far enough away from Homecoming when we talk about spoilers, right? Yeah. Okay.
Put
So
spoilers, bro?
we already spoiled Thor. So
Okay, there we go.
So you haven't seen the Homecoming right now. You're up against the wall.
May now knows that he is Spider-Man, right?
Yes.
Like at the end of the movie is her watching him suit up,
great
which
scene.
is a perfect way to end
What
the
the
movie.
fuck?
So she is now gonna be like, I'm not letting you do this. Like you're getting yourself killed. I can't have that. Whatever happened to your uncle, we still don't know. It's like I'm not gonna allow that. She's gonna force him to be more of a normal person, which means go get a goddamn job.
I see what you're
and he's
saying.
gonna be a photographer.
Smart.
And so that's why he's gonna end up at the Bugle. So.
Which always blew me away because I'm like, you're gonna get a job as a. He's like, this was the stupidest thing. I'm so broke. I got to get a job as a photographer.
Yeah.
I make all this cool tech.
Yeah.
I've got all this knowledge at my fingertips. I'm one of the most smartest people in fucking New York right now. But I'm gonna deliver pizzas instead, and we'll have emo hair and
exactly
dance.
what happens with in the comics as he gets older, and starts what's the company he makes?
Star Labs.
No.
Star Labs.
Okay.
I know I watched The Flash last night. Jack,
Sir.
we're running a little bit long. Let me go.
No worries.
Let's
Yeah,
go into
yeah.
some tips real quick
Okay.
and see if anyone has.
Sorry, you get me talking about MCU and I go off.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm bummed we're not doing I had some good topics today for GOG. I thought we were doing GOG together, but we'll have to save that for the next time you're in town.
Next time.
We have 2 tips.
2 tips.
And some cheers. Let me
Did we
see
already
this.
say Parker Industries? Because I was.
Parker Industries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm watching on a delay. You're doing great.
Thanks,
I
man.
never watched this show, but it's great.
It's a fun show, right? You should come on it every once in a
Hey,
while.
Shadow Scarab says, "Damn Jack, quit making so much sense." Hey, what can I do?
Our man Taz is giving us some cheers. He says, "Hi, Big Jack. Hi, Jack. Big fan."
Hey.
Didn't call you Big Jack.
Thank
Sorry,
you
I
very
called
much,
you Jack.
Taz.
Big fan. Drew Baca 1313 says, "Hey, Uncle Nick, I saw T.J. Miller do a stand-up set last night, and there was a terribly drunk heckler in the crowd. He dealt with it great, but I was wondering if you'd seen or experienced that yourself." No, so far the only thing bad that I've experienced doing stand-up is the crippling silence of no one laughing at my jokes, and that is 99% of the time.
It's so good.
I would actually love at some point someone to react, maybe positively or negatively,
People
with a
like
clap
you.
or like a hey, because then it would give me something to go off of. But for the most part, it's just.
Did you ever watch the College Humor Prank War? No. That Amir and I forget the other guy who did it. Those 2 guys on College Humor forever ago that they were like just ripping into each other and started like real innocently and got bigger and bigger. One of the ones was a guy who was trying to be a stand-up comedian and he went to like the Upright Citizens like lounge or whatever and was doing a stand-up gig. It was like open mic thing and he got on. He got 5 minutes. And the other guy, before he went out and told the crowd, just don't react to anything. Just be dead silent. And he went out there and like
brutal.
told some bits, and it was just a quiet crowd. He did half his bit and just left. He walked out, just pissed off. It was incredible.
It is one of those things that I've experienced. I've experienced now quite a few different levels of pain when it comes to stand-up.
Not Jake and Amir, Streeter. Thank you very much.
It's part of the process, though. And that's just the way it goes. And that's the thing is, you have to realize when you're doing something in the live venue, like right now, obviously we're talking to a camera and there's thousands of people on the other side of this listening to our words, but we can't see you. And if you're judging us, I don't know. We're used to it, right? But it's different when someone's right in front of you and you say something. You're taking a risk. You're saying something and you're trying to evoke an emotion. And hopefully that emotion is humor and laughter and fun. But sometimes it's, ooh, how dare you?
Yeah.
And that's just what you have to deal with. That is part of the game.
Yep.
You know, you can't race cars. You know what I mean? If you're not occasionally going to rub someone, because rubbing's racing. We know from the amazing film Days of Thunder.
I think you probably isolate some audio there and say something about rubbing someone. So
let's rub each other.
There you go.
One more tip comes from my stand with Nick's opinion on Super Mario Odyssey. I'm not really digging it and don't have the urge to beat it as of now. I prefer the more straightforward approach from Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, I mean the thing is this: it's not a bad game. It's obviously an amazingly made game, and there are just delightful moments in it. But it didn't grip me like Zelda did. I'm sorry. Zelda, I'm like, oh my god, I'm into this world. There's so many cool different things that are happening here that it just kept me going. Mario Odyssey, it just feels like it's I'm just collecting stuff and having fun, and it's good, it's fun, but it's not. It just didn't grab me. Mr. Yasman 300 has given us our final cheer for right now and said, DC rumor Matt Reeves is eyeing Jake Gyllenhaal to replace Ben Affleck as Batman. I don't like that.
I don't know. Jake Gyllenhaal is Batman. I don't see. To me, Batman is like the tall, dark, and handsome kind of guy, you know. And like, I can't see him as Bruce Wayne. When I think Jake Gyllenhaal, I think like Donnie Darko and kind of like the kind
I
of.
still haven't seen Donnie Darko.
Oh really?
Isn't that sad? There's a handful of classic movies that I'm ashamed to admit that I haven't seen.
That's okay.
Donnie Darko being one of them.
I haven't seen all the Bond movies, so it's all good.
I can't decide whether
I can give you a list of the Bond movies you need to see.
Yeah.
And
they all star
rest
Daniel
of them-
Craig.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
They're all on Amazon Prime.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
they got all the Bond movies right now. Just watch Casino Royale. It's great.
Okay.
P.S. I love his best friend. XOXO is his next segment of the show. For you, anyone out there who is new, this is your opportunity to shout out someone in our community, or your community for that matter, that you think is just being an awesome human being. What's up, Joe?
You want to do the chat first, and I'll update this.
That'd be great. Sure. What about the giveaway? Do we have the giveaway?
That's
Nope.
what I'm gonna do.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this a little out of order. We're gonna go into the chat with the 3 and 3 first, and then we'll do PSI Love This XO. Not for any reason other than maybe Joey didn't feel like doing her job this morning. Let's take some questions, comments, and concerns from the chat, and then we'll go into sub-only mode, and then we'll give away, and then we'll PSI Love This XO, and then I'll go to lunch and get my haircut. Live to Roll Twitch TV says, Nick just doesn't like video games. It's all good. That's true. I am not a passionate, hardcore video game.
Really?
Yeah, I don't play a lot of video games. I maybe play like 4 to 5 games a year.
How'd you get into this world then?
Because I got a job as a video producer at IGN.
Okay, so it wasn't like you weren't covering video games.
I tell the story all the time. I had no idea what IGN.com was.
Oh, okay.
Until my buddy started working on the back-end technology of GameSpy. Remember GameSpy back in the day?
Yeah.
IGN bought them as back-end technology, and I don't know if they still use it or not. I don't know how the whole world works, but there was an editorial staff, and he saw an opening for a video producer on their staff and referred me for the job, and I went in to interview, and they were like, oh, no, it's not at GameSpy, because it was just in Costa Mesa, about, spoilers, like 5 blocks away from where I lived in Irvine. It was at IGN, which was up in San Francisco, and I was like, I don't know what IGN is, but it looks like you guys are doing cool work, and this is cutting edge, like online. This is like back in 2005, before HD video on the internet was a thing. You couldn't even stream. For the most part, we were still doing downloadable codecs.
I remember those days.
Yeah.
Pre-YouTube days. I remember those.
And so, yeah, I interviewed for it, and I had done a lot of camera work and After Effects work and editing, and I was like, this sounds like a cool gig. And I came in, and everyone was like, I came in right at the time when the Xbox 360 was about to launch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so it was on the cusp of like, we had to get an Avid system in to edit HD and like to capture HD footage and all that stuff, and it took forever. But it was really, really fun. But yeah, that's kind of my dirty not so secret, which is that I don't dislike them.
Yeah.
I just don't.
That's
like
okay.
right now, if you said, Nick, you can go watch a movie or you can play more Mario Odyssey, or a game that you like, I'd be like, I probably want to watch a movie.
That's cool.
That's what I want to do. Although I am excited to play Wolfenstein. I know that game has kind of didn't
Wolfenstein
hit.
2?
Yeah, 2. But that game looks really, really cool. I do want to play that. Fetty Waffle says, what's your favorite game, Nick? Question mark. In the last few years, really like Zelda, really like Axiom Verge, love Shovel Knight, playing Shovel Knight again on my Switch. Have you played that?
Yeah.
It's so fucking fun.
Yeah. I haven't played on the Switch, but I played Shovel Knight on the one of the 300 platforms it's on. So.
Dude, I downloaded it on the Switch again just because I hadn't played the DLC. I hadn't played Spectre Knight or the other one. And I'm like, oh, I'll try this. Started playing Spectre Knight. I'm like, I don't like this. Started playing the Plague Knight. I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Started playing Shovel Knight again. I'm like, I love this. So I played through half the game again.
Great Twitch game right now is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Have you played that?
I downloaded it.
It's fantastic.
And I played the first 30 minutes of it, could not get into it.
Oh, really?
But I will give it another shot. Everyone's
Okay.
like, you got to play for like an hour or two to get,
did you ever play
the tutorial
Did you ever play like XCOM back in the day?
Yeah, I loved XCOM.
I mean, it's XCOM with Mario is all it is.
It's hitting on that level for me on a little bit, but I just have to get through. I have to with a lot of the Nintendo games. I'm noticing I have to push through the first 2 hours, and then the meat starts coming.
Okay.
Like with Zelda, I was like, this is pretty cool, and I understand what we're doing. And then I got off the plane, and I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is fucking awesome. Like,
Nice.
all open world. You go wherever the hell you want. I'm like, this is really really cool.
Okay.
Did you play Breath of the Wild?
No.
You should play it. It's really good.
Yeah. I should, I know. But it's one of those things where it's like, there's so many games that I want to do. It's like, I'm going to sink 80 hours into this game. I don't have that time right now. Like, I'm the biggest Assassin's Creed fanboy you'll ever meet. I'm only like 10 hours into the new Assassin's Creed game. That's like a 60-hour game. And I'm like,
I feel like games for me are a reward.
Yeah.
Right? When I get to sit down and finally play a game, it means that I've told my wife I'm carving out like a weekend, I'm going to play this. I'm going to monopolize the TV or monopolize my own time. But I have to feel like I've done everything else leading up to that point.
Yeah.
And that's why I like movies so much, is that movies are like, it's an hour and a half or 2 hours. I feel like I've gotten that hit of like relaxation and entertainment.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I feel like I'm not. There's always a tipping point with games where I feel like I'm like, oh man, dude, I just sunk a lot of time into this. And I could have been at the gym or hanging out with my wife or, engaging with my friends IRL. So again, to each his own. Games are awesome. I have lots of friends that make games. I'm not talking shit about games at all. It's just not quite my thing. Let's go into sub-only mode right now. And then, Joey, how we doing on the other stuff?
They're done.
Love you.
let's see here.
Let's see. Remember names over there? Everyone, ask Jack some questions. You guys ask me questions all the time.
Hi, my name is Jack. I like video games.
He lives in Texas.
I live in
He works for
Texas.
Achievement Hunter.
I enjoy movies.
He's tall, and he's got a great beard.
Oh, thank you
Great
very
beard.
much. It's nice. Get some white in it now. I'm gonna get a little salt
I'm
and pepper.
bummed because one of the topics that I wanted to talk to you about on GOG today was planning big shows,
Oh, okay.
because we could commiserate on
Absolutely. Yeah, Let's Play Live, man. That's my baby. I love Let's Play Live.
I've seen you in so many different. I've seen so many different shades of you.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you in the office, in your office setting, having fun, just doing your guys' thing, which I always equate the first time I did it, Let's Play with you guys, to trying to cross a freeway. I was like, this is fucking insane. Like, it's impossible to jump in because you guys have such a good rapport with each other. Then the next time I saw you, there's the first Let's Play Live, or not the first one, but the one you guys did in LA.
Yeah, the second Let's Play Live.
And I was just like, ooh, this is like professional Jack. Like, he's planning all this shit.
Oh, yeah,
and doing
that's-
stuff. There's a lot of moving parts, man.
Yeah. Let's Play Live is definitely a different beast than anything else we've ever done. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, you guys know, you've done stage shows before, where it's like
brutal.
Handling. The thing for me is like everything. Like I've never. I've been very, very fortunate that I've never really dealt with like panic attacks or anxiousness or like anything like that.
I've been there.
I had my first panic attack the night before the first Let's Play
Yeah.
Live. I woke up and my heart was like pounding and I was like seizing up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm having a panic attack right now. And it's just like, oh, okay, I know what this is. This sucks. And it was so. But then
it's not fun.
But now, I mean, like we did the Let's Play Live tour this earlier this year, and we did 4 shows. And the first show, it was getting everything ready, like prepping. We were literally programming the show, like getting all the back end stuff done 30 minutes into the show. Like we weren't like we started and was like, oh god, I hope all this works out. The last show we did, which was a week later, or just under a week later, we were. I mean, the show starts at 7:30 at night. And we were finished about 10:30 or whatever. The show in Tampa, our last one, we could have started it at noon and just gone. Like we had everything prepped and ready to go. Which is like, as someone as like the director of the show, it's like I'm panicking because I know I'm missing something. What am I missing? There's something else I need to do that I know I haven't done, and it's just like
that's the fun with live. Though.
Yeah.
Live. That's why I love and simultaneously hate doing live stuff.
Yeah,
because you can only prepare all the way until you walk out on stage, and then whatever will be will be.
Well, it's funny too because
like it didn't work. Whatever.
Like,
fuck it. Let's vamp.
There's like this weird reaction too, where it's like you have all this stress and all this anxiousness built into you. As soon as the show starts, it's like your body changes, and it's like, well, okay, the train's moving, so we got to go. It's like
great. That's a great feeling too when you're like, well, I've done everything. It's same with stand-up, right? Where I'm like, I've done everything I can to prepare for this moment.
Yeah.
And the second I hear my name, it's just whatever will be, will be.
Let's make it happen.
A lot of people queuing up questions for you. Hi, Jack, says Ignacio Rojas.
Hello, Ignacio.
What was your first impression of Nick?
Nick, when did I first meet you? Would have been
when we came probably for the Let's Play, the first few Let's Plays we did with you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like the kind of funny
Gettys
guys.
mod,
You guys all kind of came out together, and I was like, all right, like these are. It was fun, like being, when we started Achievement Hunter, there weren't many groups like us, where it was just like we were just playing games, and even when we started, it was just Jeff and I, and we were just doing tutorial guides. Like we weren't doing like Let's Plays, and it wasn't until we got like Michael down, and then we got like Gavin came in, Ray, and all these guys.
You brought in the chaos.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, now we kind of have this group, sort of like these personalities all work together, and to see another group that had done what we had done, it was like, oh, you are us in a different form. It's like that was really neat. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's like
that was
other
a fun
groups.
day for us. That was a
Yeah.
fun couple days. We went down to Austin. To that.
And
That
so
was
to
great.
see other groups like that is really cool. And it's be like, oh, it's like the same sort of idea, the same chemistry. Like our philosophy has always been like, there's 6 of us, and it's always someone. When you're watching one of our videos, there's someone you can relate to,
Right.
You know. And it's like me, I kind of play like the old like movie reference guy. Like I always say, my target audience is Jeff. Like I try to make Jeff laugh. I'll make Jeff laugh. That's great. I'm not going to be the one to throw out Pokemon references or like Yu-Gi-Oh and like you know, when we're talking about like Nickelodeon, I'm talking like you know, like Hey Dude and like Salute Your Shorts and that kind of stuff. Whereas like they're talking about like all the younger stuff, you know. Anyway, so it's like, you know, I try to like, I know that in the overall audience, I'm a small sliver of it, but that sliver appreciates me, and so I have very much try to focus on that.
That's
so,
great. I'll tell you, I'm with you with Jeff. Getting a laugh from Jeff is like watching an angel get its wings.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? It's just something that just doesn't happen a lot.
It's
often,
good,
and
it's
really
good.
cool. Jack says, Razzello is 101. What's your favorite kind of pie?
Man, favorite kind of pie? Probably apple pie, I would say.
You're gonna go old school. You like just whatever you can get whenever you can get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you remember those McDonald's apple pies? They used to come in
they're,
little sleeves.
they're exactly the same. They still have them.
They still have them?
Yeah, man. We can go right now. It tastes exactly the
Dude, we
same.
can get a McRib and an apple pie.
But here we
Can we
have
do
a
got
rule
two
though that
McDonald's.
you need to know about though.
What's that?
In this office.
Uh-oh.
Anyone who goes to McDonald's has to bring back copious amounts of nugs, or else they get shunned.
Lots of nugs.
So if you go to McDonald's at any point and you come back with a McDonald's cup and no nugs, Kevin will shun you.
There was a point in time where they had 50 chicken nuggets for like, it was like $10 or something like that. You could go. And it was
It's 20 for $5, I think.
20 for $5. So yeah, there you go. You can get like 40 nugs for $10.
That's what we do every time.
There you go.
It's
That's the way to do it.
disgusting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the chat. People are asking. Mr. Yasman300 asks if Jack can bongo Kevin. No, not today. We have 3 more bongos for Kevin. Are you aware that we do this?
Is that where you go hang
Kevin-
out with McConaughey naked? And
No, but that sounds awesome. That sounds really awesome. No, this is slightly more disgusting than
Okay.
that. It's for charity every year. Kevin agrees to get bongoed for the kids for Extra Life, which means he lays down and lets me bongo his tum tum.
Ooh.
We have 3 more left, but I don't think Jack's into that. We're not going to submit him to that. what I will submit him to is a lot of love and kindness, which comes from P.S. I love his best friend XOXO. Nice segue, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Kindoffunny.com/bestfriend is where you go to nominate someone you feel is being awesome, just like Clint Gilmore did for Barrett Courtney. Barrett is an awesome member of a Kind of Funny community. He hosts a great podcast with Sean Pitts called Zero Life, and they have some really, really good guests on lately, including Danny Juarez, Joey Noel, and Cool Greg. He's also very engaging on Twitter, despite his terrible handle, which is Benandler Chong. That is a terrible handle. I've heard of Barrett. He's a pretty cool guy.
that's to be like Chandler Bing, I guess.
I guess. Oh, I get it.
See that? Our buddy here.
Nug Club.
No, above it, right there. Mr. Alfredo's in the chat right now. Hello, Alfredo. I don't know if you're watching.
Alfredo, stop kissing up, okay? Nobody
We
fucking
got
likes
Ethnic
that.
Trevor in the chat. Good to see you, man. Miss you guys.
What is it like? It's like 2 o'clock your guys' time? You got shit to do. What are you
should be
doing
working.
watching
Is it
this stream?
what day is this? Thursday? Okay, the stream was yesterday, so yeah.
There you go.
Go back to work, Alfredo.
Go back to work, Alfredo.
Love you.
Also, come back to San Francisco, Alfredo. We miss you. Bring Trevor with you.
Don't ever leave Austin, Alfredo.
Come back.
You're not allowed to.
Come back. It's
I'm taking
rainy and
Andy
beautiful. Ooh, a lot of Starbucks. Giveaway time, Jack. Each and every day we give a game away on this show.
Sweet.
There are 4 different ways you can win. I'm glad you asked. Way number 1, you can be in the Twitch chat right now, just hanging out like Alfredo plays it. Are we going to give it to him? Maybe, because he's in the chat. Does he need games? No, he plays them all day long. So Alfredo, get out of the chat and get back into my life. Number 2, you can be a subscriber in the chat. We call you the chosen few because why? You have chosen to be awesome and give us your money. But if you don't want to give us your money, you can go to Amazon.com, Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime, and you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. With that, you got to re-up it every month. It's annoying, but this is your daily reminder. Please go and do that because it does make a difference. 3, Patreon.com/kindoffunny, or 4, Patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Support us at the $2 or above level, and that amplifies your chances to win times 4. If you support us across all those platforms. Today's winner comes from patreon.com/kindoffunnygames, Mark Kessler. Congratulations, sir. You have won Evil Within on PS4.
Ooh.
Great game on a great system on a great day. Jack,
Sir.
that is it for us. Thank you so much for joining
Absolutely.
me today.
Thank you
It's
for
been
having me.
an absolute delight and pleasure. You can stay in our office all year long if you like.
I'll stay out all day. How about that?
Perfect, that
until
sounds great.
like midnight tonight when we're done with the reacts.
You guys can catch him later on Game. He'll be back on Games Daily, I believe, and also on Games Cast. Is that what we're doing later? Is that what Greg said?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Games Cast.
Anytime I can sit down and talk movies and stuff, I'm always for it. Like,
Perfect.
we don't get to do
Beautiful.
that nearly enough in my office, so I'm very happy for that.
I love it. Well, we're happy to have you. Everyone out there, stick around. He'll be back in Games Daily. I'll be back to read subscribers in about 5 seconds, and I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.